What's going on, guys? Spider-Bite here for Destiny. Welcome to your weekly Nightfall Strike guide. This time we're looking at the Nexus, and we have, yes, Void Burn. Void Burn, it's going to be a little bit difficult. I wouldn't suggest trying this solo. I mean, you can get through it solo, but yeah, the more players, the better. I would go with 3. Hyper and I did it. But yeah, I definitely recommend 3. We're going to go with all void weapons. We're just going to skip into the first area here. The other thing you might want to consider is that we're going to have some shanks with solar shields. So if you want to have a solar weapon as well, there are some captains with arc shields, but they're not too bad. I find the shanks have tougher shields than the captains when you're using void weapons. I mean, you can still plow through them with the Atheon's Epilogue. But, yeah, and I'd go Gunslinger. If I was a hunter, right now I don't have Gunslinger on. You'll see in the second part, in when we actually get down to the Nexus, that I do have Gunslinger on. But it would definitely help with the Shanks, all right? Now, we do push up a little bit, but you can fall back. Sort of the cheese spot, if you want to talk about cheese spots, is falling back into the corridor where you actually come into this area. If you have multiple players, or even if you're running solo, especially if you're running solo, I would highly recommend falling back into that back area. Right there, back through that entrance, and just shooting them at a distance. If you have a void damage sniper, that would be good. I do have a void damage sniper as well as an MG. So MG rocket launcher, whatever. It's fine, all right? One thing you should note also, then, we just discovered this, actually, it was in our one of our chats a week or so ago, but if you have your inventory full, like if you have your inventory where you hold your ammo synthesis and other things, if it's full, you can't use your ammo synthesis. I mean, you use it, but it doesn't work. It doesn't fill your weapon. And that's the problem I ran into in here, was I had it full. I went to ammo synth, my heavy ammo, and it wouldn't work. It would use up the synth, but I wouldn't get any ammo. So I think that's a bug or glitch on Bungie's end. Hopefully they'll fix with an upcoming patch. I know they're concerned about weapons a lot, about nerfing and buffing our favorite weapons, but hopefully they can fix some of the real issues going on with the game, all right? So like I said, the servitors will do a lot of damage here. So you want to, yeah, you want to make sure that you do have some cover. And like I said, I think we did this fairly easily, so we didn't really run into any trouble in this first section. It's the second section, or the final section with the boss, that we do end up running into a bit of trouble. We actually wiped a couple times just because we were getting a little ahead of ourselves, not taking our time and just trying to rush in there. But if you do that with this Void Burn, you're going to run into trouble, especially on this strike. So it looks like we got the servitors wrapped up. We're going to go up top here and watch out for these guys that shoot down from the top level. I think there's 3 of them. 3 of them with swords that come down, and then Hyper's going to pop up a bubble shield right here, which is very helpful. I think he's going to. Is he? Maybe not. Maybe he didn't. No. I think because we had to wipe, he did it. He actually put the bubble shield down the next couple times that we came through here. So he went down. I picked him up. He's actually trying to upgrade his armor, so he's running level 28 right now. And you know, it's not too bad. But if you stand in there, and they're not firing void damage weapons at you, but they're still gonna do damage. They're still level 28, right? And if there's enough of them, see, I just stood in there a little bit too long. And thankfully Hyper was available to grab me. I think that's why we put the bubble shield in there the second and third times around, all right? So the next sections, basically, you do end up having respawn. So it's like a 5-second respawn in a couple sections coming up here. So we're going to sort of skip ahead to the final battle. Just take your time. Destroy the, you know, kill the Vex. There are a couple Minotaurs down at one of the next areas here, and you know, take them out or run by them. I think the first time I just ran right by them, but note that there's a bunch of Vex at one spot that you got to take care of. So, but like I said, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna wipe. There are certain areas in here that'll wipe, and certain areas that won't. It'll give you the 5-second respawn. You'll see that like that skull will actually end up disappearing. I think. Anyways, we're gonna skip to the actual boss battle, all right, guys, and then we'll carry on from there. All right, here we go. We've got the boss battle coming up, and I did put my gunslinger on. So we're going to jump down here. And you can actually take out some of these, one or more of these Minotaurs from up top. I think Hyper has an upwards or a top-level position over on the other side of this area. I like this position right here. And I'm actually drawing these Minotaurs out for Hyper. There's that guy, and there's 2 more coming at me. And they're firing at me, they're concentrating on me while Hyper's taking them out, so he ends up taking both of them out, or actually one of them out, and then there's the last one. Alright, so just be careful, take your time. But, like I said, I do like this upper level that I'm going to go to. This is where I usually run on this strike no matter what. Because there is a little spot that I can duck into right there. When the Vex spawn in, you've got goblins and hobgoblins and harpies. And the harpies have their void, not void shields, but arc shields. So they're a little tougher to take down. This guy obviously is doing void damage, so you know, you get hit once, you're going to be hurting. You get hit twice, you're going to be dead. All right, that's why I recommend 3 players. But I think this is one of the best spots right here. And I do have heavy weapon ammo that I picked up, so that's not too bad. And that zealot. Sorry, it's not a harpy, it's a zealot. My bad. I don't know. Sometimes they're called harpies, zealots, supplicants. One of them. One or the other. Alright, so like I said, that's why I like this spot up here, because it does provide cover from the boss. Right? So, and looks like we've gotten everything taken care of, and the shields are up right now. And we got more spawns. These guys spawn in, like they spawn in a lot. It's almost like the faster you take them out, well, again, the faster you take out the boss, the faster these guys end up spawning in. So try and take these guys out on the one side, all of them on the one side, and then duck in. It's nice, right? Because you got this little hiding spot right there. And Hyper's helped me out as well. He's taking out some of these guys, so I'm just looking to get this last shot off of my golden gun. Come on, shields! And there we go. Alright, this guy's almost down, actually. Yeah, well, man, we could have finished him off, too. And you watch, I actually run into a little bit of trouble, and as does Hyper. We got more spawns coming in yet again. And more of these zealots, which just take a little bit of time. And I do get a little bit hurt here. Come on, come on, come on. And I can't believe we didn't take the boss down, because he had such low health. And I think Hyper had a bunch of spawns in on him as well, so he couldn't be shooting at him. But I think he ends up finishing him off here while I'm taking out the rest of these spawns, these Vex spawns. And come on, finish him off, Hyper! Yeah, he's on the top level on the other side, I think. That's where Hyper's located. You can see where his marker is on the minimap or the radar. And he's gonna finish him off here. I got more spawns, and there's something on top of me, another zealot, and there we go. And Hyper has now finished off the boss, and we're done. So that's it. Like I said, it's not bad. You can take him down pretty quickly with your void weapons, but like I said, I do recommend, just because of all the spawns and all the Minotaurs that are down here when you come down. There's Toland's Journal. All right, next phase. I do recommend going in with a fire team, a full fire team. And I recommend that on any Nightfall. I mean, you can do it solo, and you can pick your spots. If you're doing it solo, that's the spot I would recommend. That's the spot where I've done this strike on solo, not necessarily on the Nightfall, but just regular mode, right? That's the spot that I would go in, and it's actually got some good cover, and you'll avoid the splash damage. All right, guys? So good luck on your Nightfall strike this week, and we will see you next week. I'm Spider, and I'm out.